Previously on The Valley.
Yesterday, my mom wanted me to move out with my grandpa. I'm kind of excited about it, actually, because I'm finally, somewhat on my own.
I mean, I was just stunned. Like, UC is one of the most beautiful campuses I've ever been to.
I told Johnny everything. Yeah. Swear.
Has he cheated on you before?
Everybody has something to prove. So what's your story?
These are the best days of our lives. Gonna live like we want to. Do what we gotta do. 'Cause this is our time to leave the chains behind and be the dreams that we make. Do you have what it
I told Johnny everything. Yeah. Swear? Promise? Yeah, no, yeah, he knows everything. Every single thing. Have you done anything and you've told him about it? No, like before we were dating, I like saw some guys and I like told him.
Okay.
So like now he knows everything.
Yeah.
So you've never, that was a while ago.
Has he cheated on you before?
When Stephanie asked Alexis that question, it was completely inappropriate. I felt like it wasn't Stephanie's place to say that.
See, I just took a sip of my my lemonade. I wasn't trying to get into that.
Is that a no?
What is this?
Before the dinner, Alexis had actually already mentioned that she didn't really like to talk about her boyfriend in that particular topic. So when Stephanie brought it up to the whole table, I knew it was about to be awkward. Like, you can see it in my face. I just kind of stared at Stephanie, just like, don't say that.
What did he do? What did he do? What? Johnny's the best boyfriend ever. He's the bomb.com. He is. I told you all the stuff he got me for my pageant.
Really that good?
It's real. That's rye. That's not white.
At the dinner table, I asked Alexis if her boyfriend had cheated on her. At the moment, I asked because it was a question that we were all talking about, the topic of cheating and whatnot. So I asked it. I want to admit that I was wrong for continuing to ask.
Do you think maybe that's why he was so mad about the whole ex thing then? Yeah. Because I never do anything wrong. I'm normally really well behaved. Normally? Yeah, and then that was like an exception, so he like freaked out because he was like, what, you don't do things like that? And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry.
I got cheated on first on my 16th birthday. So after that and you hear the word cheat, it's like flashback city. You just start going through like pictures in your head of every bad memory that like could come up with that. So as soon as you hear that, you're just like deer in headlights. What?
No, you can have one that night.
I don't want to ask, but I really want to ask. Like, have you done it? No. He hasn't cheated on you? Johnny's the bomb.
The bomb.
The bomb diggity. Nope. Nope.
Pass the Dutch.
But I did not notice that it got awkward because I was so, I don't know. Everything kind of just blurred out when I was talking to her.
I mean, like I said, if she really wanted to know something about that with me, she wouldn't ask me in front of 5 other people at a dinner that I brought her to. That's so out of line.
I was really grateful towards Alexis's dad for everything he did that day, allowing us to go to the school, taking us on that bus, and going to the precinct. It's something that I'm never going to forget, being treated like a rock star.
The gang got to know each other a little more, dig deeper into each other's lives and stuff.
The precinct was great food, and that's it.
Since there was so much drama at the precincts yesterday, I decided to invite Stephanie over to Dairy Dream to get some ice cream and talk about it. I love the restaurant. I love that lobster, because it was the first time I ever had that.
It was beautiful, and I'm so happy that she did that. I mean,
it was really nice.
Besides the fact that she's rude and like we clashed, I mean, I appreciate what she did.
Yeah, I don't know.
She looked kind of upset when I asked her about her boyfriend.
Yeah, I noticed that. She kind of
didn't want to talk about it, and I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
But I was interested. I'm like, okay. So did he cheat on you?
Yeah.
I'm assuming he did, but.
I'm assuming too.
but
It
I'm
just
not.
kind of seemed weird how she was like, how she reacted to it.
The next day I met up with Nathan, and what I realized with meeting up with Nathan that day is like he's really real. I like to be involved with people that will teach me something in life, and Nathan is actually one of those people. What did she do? She was like,
Yeah,
Johnny's perfect.
Yeah.
He's a perfect boyfriend.
Yeah. So are you excited for tonight? Like, do you think that there's going to be any tension between you and Alexis because of last night?
I mean, I'm excited for tonight. I don't feel like there's any tension because I brush stuff off.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if you don't like me, it doesn't like bother me.
You don't stew over it.
Exactly, but maybe there will be tension. I texted her because I left my shoes at her house.
I left my swimsuit.
So I left my shoes at her house, and I was like, hey, my shoes are, she's like, yes. I'm like, excuse me.
Nice.
I was like, thank you, just bring them, bring them home for tonight. And she's like, okay. And I was like, whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Hookup less than sex, and that whole conversation led up to hookup being more than sex. And then she said, I'm going to repeat, she said that hookup was anything you cannot share with your boyfriend. And that's when I asked. I mean, she started it. So.
Yeah.
One of the big things to do in the summer in Dayton is to go to one of the Dragons games. And I thought it would be cool for all 6 of us to like link up and go. So you ever been to a Dragons game?
Yeah, I've actually already come to one this year because my brothers and my mom and I went. We were over there in the field.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, they were running. No, actually, my brothers were running around and they threw something over into the field. And my mom was so embarrassed because she had to go get like a player to come get it.
My mom would have beat her.
Yeah, she was so mad at them. Baseball is not my top sport, but go Dragons.
I heard we're going on the field today.
Really? Are you kidding?
I have no idea what we're doing, but they said it's something where it's like a kind of a partner thing.
Are you kidding? I don't like that. I don't like being in front of people. I do not like this.
You don't?
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm the tallest one here. Like, I don't know what's going to even happen.
That's true. We'll see how this goes, man.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, if you fall, then I'll fall after that. How about that?
All right, that sounds good.
Do you have a deal?
Yes, that's going to happen.
So what do you think like that skit's going to be? I don't know, and I don't want to do it. I know. I don't want to do it.
There's so many people. It'll be fun.
No, literally the whole time I'm there, I'm going to be like,
Nathan will be funny.
hi.
It'll be so awkward. I love the Dayton Dragons, so it was super fun to go to a game with everybody and just chill and watch some baseball. Baseball is my favorite sport.
So someone grabbed us out of the stands by name.
We were told we were doing something. We had no idea what. Nobody knew. It was on the field. I was hoping it was baby races because babies are cute and who doesn't want to dress them up and watch them crawl? It wasn't.
So someone grabbed us out of the stands by name.
We were told we were doing something. We had no idea what. Nobody knew. It was on the field. I was hoping it was baby races. It wasn't. It was dot races.
I had literally no idea I was going to go on the field. I was pretty surprised when I found out. We had to dress up into little circular dots and tie each other's feet together and do a 3-legged race. And it was pretty interesting, to say the least.
We all got paired together for like this weird kind of sack race kind of thing, where we got our legs tied together. Steph and I got paired together.
They assigned the teams. Nathan's like a foot something taller than me. This is already not working in our favor.
Let me introduce you to our teams, and you can choose your favorite color, and whoever makes it around to Luke first, we'll go home with Dragon t-shirts. In yellow, Don B. and Allie.
Me and Allie, we had this great game plan. Like, we're going to win, you know, my right foot, your right foot, my left foot, your left foot. I swear to God, when we got out there, all that fell out the window.
In red, Alexis and Nathaniel.
I'm competitive, so I was like, let's go. Let's get pumped up and win.
And in blue, Stephanie and Chris. On your marks, get set, go!
Alexis and Nathan actually like took off in the beginning. It was crazy.
And Donald and I are yelling at each other, let's go, let's go. And then Nathan just falls. We were in the lead, and then we fell. And then we got back up, and we were right there. We were neck and neck, and then we fell. And then at that point, it was like game over.
I definitely thought that Chris had a good chance of winning, but Stephanie was his partner. I didn't really think that they had a chance.
We got to the finish line. I turned around and I'm like, oh my gosh, we won. You know, I was really happy. I didn't believe we were going to win because I was on the team.
Steph and I were in second at the time, and we actually went around them and stole the victory. It was, it was pretty awesome being in front of that many people cheering for you.
My partner in the three-legged race was Alexis. It was a lot of fun, but I don't know if I liked having Alexis as my partner because she's really competitive. I don't know, she just kind of, when we lost, like she was talking to the audience and being like, oh, look what I had to deal with, and it just kind of hurt my feelings because she knows I have anxiety and don't like being in front of people, and she would just be talking to the audience and saying, look what I had to deal with, and it just kind of, it hurt my feelings. It kind of made me angry. I guess it's not a big deal, but I didn't like it.
Yeah, there was this whole situation with Alexis where she was like, this is who I had to deal with. And because I became close to Nathan, I was really hurt by that.
We didn't win. Who cares? It was not a big deal we didn't win, but he was not happy with me, I guess. And then Allie told me that Stephanie may have been kind of like helping fuel that. At this point, I'm like, what's going on?
Of everyone, I think Allie and I are Alexis' closest friends, and I think we wanted to get together and kind of hear Stephanie's side of the story because it's going to vary from Alexis just because they're completely different people.
I got a text yesterday from Alexis, and she's heated. Like heated? Like she's heated. Like she's mad at me.
About?
I'll just read it, because I mean, I don't want to like put words in her mouth, you know? Okay. Here's the problem I'm having. I was to order the sports bras for us, but honestly, I'm not cool with you. It was so uncalled for and rude, and you never apologized. I have done nothing negative to you and gave you my lipstick and have been nothing but nice. Gave you my lipstick. And have been nothing but nice on and off camera. Then you try to egg on Nathan being mad. That is absolutely rude, and I don't know why you are creating drama with me when I've been nice to you. It's ridiculous.
Did you reply?
I did. But it was after a long while of thinking of what I wanted to say. I mean, honestly, with that whole situation, like, I would like to talk to her in person. So I kind of just responded, you know what, if you don't want to get me a sports bra, that's fine, just let me know, we can talk later. And then she never responded. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that went through my mind, it was kind of like, how did she find out, you know, like, how did she find out about that situation? It was me, Donald, Nathan, and I, and Allie.
Well, I mean, I told her what happened
about it, but it doesn't bother me that you told her, just because it wasn't me who got Nathan mad.
No, right,
You know,
it was
the consequences of her actions.
And I told her about it. She did end up feeling bad, though, that Nathan was hurt by it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I didn't think that she would be mad about that.
Oh, she's upset with me. She's extremely heated. Because we all know she's competitive.
Yeah.
And, like, when we won, she was kind of, like, heated about it. So, like I said, I'm not mad at you.
Yeah.
I know you didn't intend it to be, like, something like drama.
It was really irritating just that everything was carried over, just simply, I'm someone who likes to just move on and look past what happened in the past, and seeing that there were still girls butting heads was irritating to me, and I think it's going to go on a lot longer.
I think I am going to apologize. You know, I looked at it from her perspective, and I got snippets of what everyone had to say,
Right.
and I think that, you know what, I should apologize for going too far and asking her about her boyfriend.
Right.
So, and I accept that, you know, I accept the fact that I was wrong, and I'm going to apologize for that. But with the whole Nathan thing, I'm not wrong. I'm
No,
sorry,
no.
but I'm not wrong. If somebody needs to apologize, it's you.
worst thing that's happened in my life would definitely be when I had a football coach, Coach Swa. I was on the Centerville football team last year. After I went to Naples, Florida, the day after, I'm never going to forget this. I couldn't sleep that night. In the morning, I took a shower, had some breakfast in the morning, and about 7:30, I had a call from one of our captains. Sunday morning, it was very weird. Sunday was our off day. And I answered the phone, and he says, "Car's been rolled over. Coach Wa's dead." That was the most tragic moment of my life. Just someone who was there, who was the happiest man I've ever met, but he was gone in an instant.
So Chris, we're aware of your story, and you know, we're glad to hear that you would like to educate the general public on the dangers of drinking and driving.
I mean, that season last year changed my life. There's no rebuttal to the fact that I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life. At first, I wanted to kind of tell like a little bit about him, who he was. I also wanted to kind of share right after that of the story of that night, the morning of me getting the phone call, and then the team when we all got together and met, and then the funeral. I actually write quite a bit, and I actually have passages from that day of what I wrote, and I wanted to read those as well because I don't know, this is kind of pretty emotional. We went down to Naples, Florida, week 5 to play a football game, and very close game, awesome game. We won by an extra point in double overtime. We actually got back Saturday night, and we all got in a bus on the way home, and after that, I remember one of the coaches saying that he was going to a party in Columbus. I remember sitting on my desk, and I got a phone call from one of the captains, and sorry.
That's all right.
I remember getting the call that he was dead. He died in a car accident, and I didn't believe it. I didn't really know what to do at that point. I sat in bed, and there was a team meeting at like 12 o'clock or something. So we all went and got in the locker room, and I'd never seen so many people cry in my entire life. And that's when I started writing. And I wrote, "The pain I feel on this day is unbelievable. I don't know what's happening. The world has just lost one of the greatest and happiest people on it. I've lost a coach, a brother, a teacher, and a father. Nothing in the world was more painful than to see the pain that my brothers were in today. I feel so angry and so much sadness. In a way, I feel responsible, and I feel hopeless." And that's exactly what I felt. I know I wasn't really responsible for what happened, but I think everyone feels responsible when something like that happens. But we all kind of got through it together, and that was the great thing.
So, you know, we appreciate you opening up. Obviously, it's a very emotional situation and what happened, you know, and the impact that it wasn't just the impact of that day or the week after or the months after. You know, it still holds strong, pretty raw today for you. What ideas do you have coming into the meeting today as far as how you want to tell the story in the PSA?
How I want to tell it is I want to talk to kids that are just starting to drive. I mean, kids are obviously still going to drink. This is not what this is about, but people need to be smart about it. I also want to educate people on having a designated driver.
Okay. Well, I can see, I mean, obviously the passion that is in just the way you described the whole situation, that I feel like just even on camera, solo, with Chris, you know, really telling his story, right, can be very, very impactful. It is true, if you can at least affect one person, then it's...
change your life, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Of course.
I feel like this is what he would want if he's still changing lives. So that's a big thing for me.
Everybody has something to prove. My purpose was to educate people on the dangers of drinking and driving. I wanted to make a PSA, so I met with the production team at WDTN and Dayton CW, and just kind of to tell my story.
So today's the day we shoot your public service announcement. Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I think the outcome is going to be positive, so I'm ready for it.
I'm really glad you're doing it. I think it's a great thing, honestly. I think it's going to impact a lot of people.
That's the goal.
I'm Chris Harrison of The Valley, and this is my story. About week 5 of our football season, we went to Naples, Florida. We won a big game down there. That morning I woke up and I got a phone call from one of the captains. He proceeded to tell me that Coach Schwa had passed away in a car accident. I vow never to drink and drive, and after hearing Coach Schwa's story, I hope you can also make the same vow.
Coming up on The Valley.
I'm ready to play. I'm ready to get dirty.
Just want to know if I'm making right choices in my life.
This is punked. Ashton Kutcher, where you at? The constant banging. Boom, boom, boom.
And I'm not going to be called rich because my dad and my parents, and I'm done with this talk and I'm out.